You've been to many of these. Tonight was a little special, I thought. Maybe with Stewart, a lot of tributes to Stewart, but the soccer and I don't know. What were your impressions just of the entire evening?
Well, I thought just the interaction between this younger generation and then seeing them interact with the current generation. You know, I consider myself the old bag generation, right? But when you're seeing them interact with Abby and Carl, DeMarcus, I mean, it's so cool to see the mutual respect. You know, you of course would understand a younger athlete looking up to some of these athletes, J.J. Watt, but to see the mutual respect and how they were sharing stories and all, and watching that, I think that was really neat. I love to see it.
And I'd love to see just so much love to, women's soccer. I mean, are you still beaming? Are you still waking up in the middle of the night and laughing or smiling or sweating?
Well, we had said for a long time, 16 years is way too long between World Cup titles. So I was just pleased for Abby too. I mean, of all the accolades Abby has won, and I said it tonight at the dinner, she's won everything and has given so much to this game. For her not to have a World Cup title along that list, killed me. And I know, if it kills me, you can imagine how she is. So to see her when she went in the 79th minute of that game, and I knew, obviously they were going to win. It was 5-2. I got choked up. I got emotional, like in the press box, which you're not supposed to do, of course. But just knowing, like, okay, finally, that the world seems right because of all that she's given to the game. She deserves a World Cup more than anyone. And then just to be done talking about the 99ers and that group, right? And to be able to celebrate this current generation. My 6- and 8-year-old kids have Rapinoe and Wambach jerseys, and my 6-year-old can go through the list. A boy, by the way, can go through the list of every player on there, and when they're on a box, he's pointing them out. I mean, it's just so cool to watch them and see it come full circle like that. It's really neat.
Yeah, and for you and now you're on a journalist, but it is hard to a little bit, I imagine, to separate that. I mean, so much of your life was as a player. What kind of advice do you give young, I guess male or female, it doesn't really matter, soccer players in this game, and what kind of advice to make it to a high level?
Yeah, I think the most important thing we always had, when I think about successful teams and our successful team, I mean, if you start with soccer, there was laughter, right? We were loving it. I look around at fields nowadays and it's so serious, and it's intense, and I get it. We're competitive and we want to be winning, but my God, it's sports and this is a gift, and it kills me. I mean, that's the one thing I'm always doing at our camps. I'm like, laughter is permitted, This isn't church, this isn't the library, this isn't like, study time at school. Like, we are out here having fun, we are working hard, but you look at any footage of our teams, there was laughter. It was silly. We were playing pranks on each other. I mean, I was talking to Draymond Green tonight, and I said, I read the coolest thing about your team. I read how you and Steve Kerr said embrace the moment and embrace the pressure and just love it and not stop enjoying it, but just smile and embrace it. And I remember when he said that, I was like, when I read that, I said, Draymond, was that the case? Because that's how our team was. He goes, totally, that was our team. And that really is the key. If you can get a team and an athlete that finds the joy in what they're doing, then they're going to want to be better at it. They're going to want to work at it. They're going to be a better teammate. I mean, they're going to want to go out every day. They're going to want to get up early. I mean, all these things you need to do the grind if you're loving it.